Major penguin to ground control. I'm stepping across the ice, and I'm sliding in a most peculiar way. And I think I've found a new place to stay. Milo? Oh yeah, I let a drifter in the house. Why? He had an honest faith. I live here now. Fantastic. And morning, everybody. My name is Curtis. Morning, Ripley. What's up today? I don't, Milo? Where's the dog? Oh, I don't care at all. Of course not. I've taken the baby to the center of the maze. Ripley, what's happening right now? Alright. That's what I thought. You must solve the labyrinth in 13 hours, or the baby is mine forever. If you live here now and you want to see the dog, you just have to look over there. You don't have to steal the dog and take him to some magical maze. I've built such an elaborate maze, Sarah. I helped. Of course you did. Speaking of labyrinths and mazes, throw on the old Labyrinth movie the other day, and just had a good time remembering how terrified I was. I'm gonna say the first time I watched that movie. Both my love of puppets and Muppets combined with my fear of elaborate puzzles and changing worlds that you can't win. You just can't, no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try. The Jareth will just change everything to make sure that you nearly die. And that's all good fun. But I don't know, I distinctly remember now it kind of still just seems like, well, that's just a weird sequence of events in this movie. It doesn't seem terrifying at all. But when I was a kid, the hands lowering her down, like two things there. I don't know how high up that is or how deep this hole is. So fear of heights, like, no, don't want to go through this. And two, what's up with all the hands? I definitely don't want 600 different hands grabbing me and touching me. And I mean, I've watched the behind the scenes even when I was a kid to see how all this stuff was done. Obsessed over it completely. But watching it in movie form is still like, this is still a little bit unnerving and terrifying if I allow my little kid imagination to just become enveloped by this and let it sink in, and then it becomes more terrifying later on. When she's running from the guys who can take off their heads and throw those around. I don't know why. Something about that, again, also excruciatingly terrifying. I don't know if I'm coming at it more of an empathetic situation where, if I had that, if I was one of these Muppet creatures whose body parts could come off, I'd probably lose a body part. That's awful. That's terrifying. / they seem like some good guys at the beginning. Maybe it's an allegory. It's a warning, like, hey, don't get caught up with the bad guys. But it's like, hey, come on over here, man. Try out what we're doing, man. It's cool, man. Don't worry about problems. Just do what we're doing. And I'm pretty sure the whole movie is just an allegory for a young girl growing up and experiencing the world and blah blah blah, bling 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 blah. And this part is probably like, hey, don't do drugs, I guess, or don't fall into a pit of drinking despair. I'm not sure, but like all of the weird don't do drugs commercials, it starts off with like, hey man, we're your friend. Let's sit around by the fire, and then you don't want to indulge in our madness. Let's take your head off. Let's take off your head. Like, oh man, this is like escape. And then finally, the absolute most terrifying scene for me, or sequence, was the, I want to call it the war. In my head, there's an epic war that happens, and every time I watch it, it's, a 2.5 minute scene where all of the little goblin warrior guys on their tauntauns, and then there's the other guys with like cannons and actual guns, like bullets being fired around. That was terrifying. Like the idea of being surrounded by hordes of things. I'd never seen that before. There was no epic Lord of the Rings battles before that. It was this was the first thing. And it was just like, there's no way unless you have a friend who can call rocks and manipulate the environment. You're done. Like, you're done. You can't actually survive this. Like, thankfully, the cannonballs are just Muppets, but they're still taken out. Like, this is also just in a town. So I'm immediately thinking of, is this what war is really like? War doesn't take place on a field somewhere, right? It's still within the places where people live, and then these bullets and cannonballs and missiles are still just tearing through any old innocent thing. And again, watching it now and seeing those chickens run around, wow. I'm sure they were all eaten after this, but I don't think you could get away with that nowadays, because, you just got, like, stuff is just flying around, and those chickens are just fending for themselves, and they don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Either way, I really, like, I just watched the movie, and I already want to watch it again. I don't know what it is about the Labyrinth. When the opening titles come up, they feel like they last forever. Down there in the underground with the text going on, it's all dark and there's an owl, and maybe it is this fact that the song is about things lasting forever, but I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to watch this movie now. This is going on forever. And then about 3/4 in the movie, I'm just like, I already have to watch it again. I need more Muppets. I need more of these songs. I need more of all of it. It's just too great. It's too great of a movie for something that also used to terrify me. Like I don't know if that's what other kids go through in their childhood now. Like, oh, I love watching the Ninja Turtles, but I'm terrified of Bebop and Rocksteady or something. I would also like to assume that the nowadays fear is, hey, I love Ninja Turtles, but that movie's terrifying in the turtle face area. But we're not here to talk about those Muppets. Although, I think the original Turtles movie, they were Henson animatronics, were they not? You know? You don't know nothing. Either way, I'm not completing any mazes at all. If you won't complete the maze, how about a thought puzzle? No, a brain labyrinth. Give me back my dog. Give me back my dog, Major Penguin. Give me back my dog. A man takes his injured son to the doctor. The mom is the doctor. The mom is the doctor. You'll spend eternity in the bog of a turtle stench. Ripley, how do we make this end early? I don't want to say that. Major Penguin, you have no power. You have no power over me. The baby's with his mother. She picked him up 13 hours ago. Alright, that was a lot easier than I thought. Dog's safe, everything's cool. Alright, be good, be careful. Don't steal anybody's babies and bring them into the center of a maze. That's crazy talk. And stick around for the next few weeks, and we'll see if I can put together a good old-fashioned Christmas special of some kind. Morning, everybody.
Hey, click on my butt or Ripley's butt to subscribe. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Click on my butt. Meow.
Under the moonlight, the serious moonlight,